A lot of times I forget that the world doesn't wake up whenever I do. I wake up at 6 o'clock pretty much every morning. Today I had a little bit of a sleep in, so I got to wake up at 6:30, but it's either 6 a.m. or earlier that I'm awake. And so by 9 o'clock, it's 8:55. I've been up for hours. So I think the world has been up for hours. So I come to Everwell to show you guys what I get there, to pick up some more protein, to pick up some more greens powder, because Easton and Adeline love it, so I want to get more so that they can have some. And everything is closed. So I realized not only was it only 9 o'clock and a lot of places don't open until 10 on Sundays, but it is Sunday, so they're closed. Didn't think about it being Sunday. Anyways, so I'm not taking you to Everwell, but I am taking you into Walmart and showing you a few things. My first huge tip for when you get to Walmart is so many people complain about not getting enough steps in, not having this or that. Well, don't try to find a front parking spot. Park in the back, so that you have to walk a little bit. You're not walking a ton. And yes, I get it if you have kids, but so do I. I only have little man on this trip with me, so maybe that'll make it a little bit easier for me to be able to be on the phone and in the store. But yeah, let's get started. I swear to you, I cannot make it into the aisle without seeing clearance and stopping. Easton and I were not doing so hot. So the first place I always go to is the very back of the store because I think it's the easiest, and I grab these pretzels. I absolutely adore them. My kids adore them, and they are my favorite brand of pretzels that I found. Don't even think about it. And Easton is chilling in his chair. He loves this chair. I'll show you my kid while I'm waiting on people to move so I can show you guys the milk. Alright, we finally made it to the milk. I wanted to show you guys how close the cashew and the almond were to each other. I always grab the cashew, but you can see the almond right there. And there's Easton sitting in the buggy. And then also my protein milk that I absolutely adore. There's lots of other Silk brands, as you can see, but I always go for the protein milk because it does have the 10 grams of protein, which is awesome on top of my protein milk and my greens. So, yep, that's my milk. Oh, I guess I decided to grab one more. You know me, indecisiveness. Now going to the very back of the store, there's all of these yogurt brands. I know that can be very overwhelming. My current favorite right now is this brand right here. I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly. Orcos. I don't even know, but I love the vanilla. My children like any brands, but I already have it at my house right now, so I'm walking away. I have loads of them, actually. All right, up next, where the Lunchables are. I love these P3 portable protein snacks. They're so easy, and they have so much protein, and it's so great to just throw in your bag if you have a busy day. There's tons of different kinds, so there's not just that one if you don't like it. They're obviously not that expensive, and they're with the Lunchables, as you can see right here, which I'm trying to get my kids away from. All-time favorite things is sweet potato fries. I am showing you right now. They're with the potatoes, with the bad French fries, and I'm not saying sweet potato fries are the absolute best. Hold on really quickly while this family passes. I don't want to show anybody's face on camera. All right, here they are. So if you look way up at the tippy top, there's actually sold out of a lot of them, but here's where the sweet potatoes are. There's usually a few of them. I get that Alexia brand, but yep, that's where they're located. Now here's something that I also wanted you guys to be extremely mindful of that I find in the store all the time, and if you're somebody who doesn't know how to read labels, this can really, really hurt you. So I found these green wraps, right? They're garden spinach and herb. They're green, they look really healthy. If you look on the back of them, they actually have only seasoning, which is spinach powder and onion powder, to get the color. They don't actually contain any actual spinach. So you gotta be mindful of that because you're paying more and you think you're making a healthier option and you're not. It's really tricky. I thought I would show you a brand I do like. I do like these flat outs. They're half the carbs. Obviously bread's not gonna have the perfect ingredients no matter what you get, but they are way better than those green ones. And yeah, they're just the same price. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't agree with cutting the vegetables, you don't like the time, you think they're too expensive to buy fresh, you need to come down to this aisle where there's all of these multiple different decisions. And right here, you can see these they're steamables. You throw them in the microwave and the ingredients literally only have broccoli in them. No additives, no anything, and they are super cheap. They're $2. But if you don't even want to spend $2, you can go down a little bit further, as I will show you in just a second, right here to these great value brands. Say you want peas and carrots, grab the peas and carrots. When you look on the back, all it has in it is peas and carrots, and it is literally 98 cents. So you have no excuse on why vegetables are too expensive. Coming on down here to meat, whenever I get my chicken, I really enjoy the Harvest Land brand. I'm showing you guys all the different things that they have. I should have slowed the camera down, sorry y'all. But right here is the ground chicken that I usually get. It's got the 8% fat. And then over here, I usually go with these Butterball turkeys. Or I also go with this Farm to Family brand. Most of the thing I look at is that 93% lean and 7% fat. I try not to get the 97% fat, 97% lean, 3% fat, because it's just kind of dry. But pretty self-explanatory. The only thing that I would try to get you guys to stay away from is this 95% lean, 15% fat. That's just too much fat. You don't need all of that. But other than that, take your pick.
Okay, in the sauces area, this is the best one that I found ingredients-wise. It's got Italian tomatoes, olive oil, onions, basil, salt, garlic, pepper, and oregano. And the sugar intake is only 3. Most I found are 6 or above. And it's just at the very top.
So when you're looking for a tomato sauce, you really have to watch all those additive ingredients. They're not needed in there. And if you're gonna have that to replace it, you might as well have the one that I just showed you. That it's actually a lot more tastier. I'm actually going to go through real quick and look to see if I can find the healthiest one so you guys don't have to.
So the best one I could find is all the way down here at the end, and it's this brand. I've actually never heard of it, but this is the absolute best one I could find, and it's got tomatoes and citric acid, which is actually naturally produced by tomatoes. So there we go. It is a little bit more expensive, but the can is a little bit bigger than a lot of the other ones. So I guess you're kind of getting what you pay for as well.
So I probably get the most questions about this aisle. This is the produce aisle. If you look at all the salads, this is the one that I had in my first vlog. I love the lemon and kale. This one's really good. It's got the cranberry and pecans in it. But yeah, I like to pick out my salads because they're already all pre-prepped in there. So this is something I love for on the go. Then you have these pre-packaged salads as well that I grab, which are really good to put in a diaper bag because they're actually enclosed and come with a fork. But there's tons of different options. Moving right along over here, the Nourish bowls. This is where they're located. I get this question all the time. They're right over here with the drinks and the pre-cut fruit. Yes, this one is actually my favorite, and so is this one. I like all of them, but those are my 2 favorite, and you can see they have sales on them every now and again. This is also something I absolutely adore. It's super easy. It's pre-packaged. It's already got the cauliflower, carrots, broccoli, and onions. All you have to do is throw it in a pan, and you've got a nice stir fry, which is super duper awesome. Absolutely love them. Over here is sweet potatoes. If you don't want the stuff that's in the bagged ones, all you have to do is sprinkle some cinnamon on these, roast them in the oven, and give them to your kids. You can see that's the only ingredient, and it makes a yummy snack if you don't want any added sugars, which are in the other ones. But yep, that's my little tour. Something else I really wanted to show you guys is this salsa. You can see there's a bunch of added sugars and just like gunk right there, all the extra stuff. Just because it's in this produce aisle does not mean it's healthy, and that's something I really want you guys to notice. I just use the salsa as an example.
Over here, close to the rotisserie and salads, they have these little salads. Something I found I really liked is this turkey bacon wrap. I wouldn't say it's 100% the cleanest thing that I've eaten at all, but it's definitely a lot better than swinging through McDonald's or a Chick-fil-A or something like that, and it's already in your house. And $3.88 for the 2 wraps. I actually can eat one and be full if I have some grapes or something with it. So they're definitely a good alternative to have. You can do the chicken Caesar, the Southwest chicken. There's all kinds of different ones, and they're right by the entrance, actually, depending on what entrance you come into. So yes, just stopped at Panera and got myself this, and it looks delicious. I will update you guys on if it actually is. And I also got a black iced coffee. All right, Easton, are you ready for your haircut? Let's do it.
doing? What are you doing, E? Nice, nice. You're welcome. Say yay.
Are you nervous? Oh boy, your hair is so long.
After we got done with the haircut, we went ahead and came home. I fixed myself a greens drink with the vanilla balance, and then I get into a serious discussion with you guys. Now I want to have a hard discussion. So I've taken you around Walmart and shown you a few things that I've enjoyed. I obviously didn't take you full on grocery shopping. I do plan to do that, but I have to have an extra set of hands before I can. But I don't do good with excuses. I don't enjoy them. I don't like them. They go in one ear and out the other to me, because excuses are just that, they're excuses. And the only way that you get through stuff is by forgetting your excuses and going after what you want. So whenever you tell me that I can't eat healthy because of this, that, or the other, I don't agree. I don't listen. I don't think there's any reason that you shouldn't be able to. It's not money. It's not a money issue. It's not a time issue. It's not a lack of knowledge issue. It's a you issue. And if you aren't doing the things that you need to do, and if you're not willing to put your mindset into hard drive mode, then I don't know what to tell you. But something I really want you to think about when things get hard, and I say this to the ladies in the gym whenever they're working out, because it's so true with so many women, is we have this giving heart and this mother's instinct to put every single person in front of us before we even start to think about ourselves. And why that can be really good and really bad, there's something that I always want you to remember, is when you're wanting to do something different, and you know that you're gonna have to get into some sticky situations, some obstacles, some hard decisions. You've got to know your worth and what you're willing to do. And what I always say to them is, I know this is hard. I get that this is hard. But if you stop for just 1 minute and think about everything you do that's hard for every single person, think about your sister, your mom, your kids, your husband, your aunt, your uncle, whoever it is. Think about what you do for them on a daily basis. Think about what you would be willing to do for them, and see how hard and difficult that is for your daily life. If you can do it for them, why can't you do it for yourself? You can take time out of your day. You can make sacrifices and do something hard that's gonna benefit yourself if you can do it for everybody else when it has no benefit for you. Well, you have got to fill your cup up. You cannot give all of this energy and be physically and mentally, emotionally drained, because that's when you're gonna hit this huge just drop, and you're not gonna be good to anybody, not to yourself, not to your kids, not to your mom, your husband, nobody. You're gonna be stuck in this pity party. So take a second and reflect on what you do for other people. Write down a list of, in the last week, how you've helped everybody that you've helped. And then when you make your list of stuff that you want to accomplish and you want to do, when you start realizing it's hard to cut back your proportions, it's hard to eat a salad instead of go out to eat, it's hard to cook a meal rather than just run to McDonald's. I want you to bask in those feelings, but then know the hard crap that you do for everybody else and get it out of your head that you don't do hard for you, because you do hard for you. You are the first person you should do hard things for. And when you get yourself right, that's when you can start spreading out energy. But you do not want to neglect and negate yourself to where you are no longer no good to anybody. Because when you start getting no good to anybody, the fighting, the bickering, the whirlwind of emotions, the stress levels, all of that is whenever that starts coming into play. And let me tell you, kids can sense things, your spouse can sense things, your family can sense things, and if you're not at 100%, they're gonna know it. And it'd be the same if your sister came to you and said, I need to do this for me. You would say, yes, you do. Go do it. If your mom came to you and said, this is what I want to do and I really would like to do it, you would be like, yes, go do it. So take today, figure out why it's too hard, and then figure out ways to just make it hard, to just get through it. Because at the end of this year, if you do that for yourself, you will thank me later. So make a paper, write yourself some questions down, write yourself some notes down, and do you.